It's Friday night and I'm here making this video with memorabilia of the greatest NFL team in history in the background. And yes, they are greater than the Pittsburgh Steelers or Dallas Cowboys or whoever else you want to throw in the mix. Those teams have all lost in the Super Bowl. Of course, the 49ers are 5-0 in the Super Bowl. And in their last visit there, they reminded us of something that we will all find out over the next couple weeks here watching the NCAA tournament. And that is that teams from San Diego get their ass kicked when the moment is huge. The Aztecs have no chance, as I predicted earlier. I'm here, by the way, with Andrew Costello and Nick Pang, cheap Asian versions of Hans and Franz. We are not here to pump you up. We are here to prop you up if you have some great picks in the first round of the tournament. And we are here to smack on you if you did not have great picks in the first round of the tournament. I know, by the way, some of you smartasses are already thinking, wait, it was the second round of the tournament. Bullshit. It was the first round of the tournament. The Thursday, Friday games will always be known as the first round of the tournament in my eyes. The other games, Tuesday, Wednesday, are the opening round or whatever you want to call it. Till they have 96 teams in the tournament and they actually have an entire first round. We just experienced the first round. And what a round it was. Some great games on Friday. Michigan blowing out Tennessee was definitely a highlight for me, especially considered that I picked Michigan and most of you fools picked Tennessee. George Mason's comeback and a big finish against Villanova was strong. The Arizona-Memphis game was solid. Marquette winning the Battle of the Jesuits was solid. I did realize, by the way, there was a previous Battle of the Jesuits, Gonzaga and St. John's. Which, of course, I picked the winner in both battles of the Jesuits. Thank God I went to Catholic school for 16 years. It enabled me to correctly prognosticate battles between Catholic schools. I did have both Marquette and Gonzaga pulling the upsets. VCU, with their second win of the tourney, was pretty big over Georgetown. That game propelled Peter Schneider to the top of the standings. He is number one in the pool with 27 points. 27 out of 32 correct. Congratulations, Peter. You're in first place. Peter's Sweet 16, by the way, he has Ohio State, Kentucky, Syracuse, and North Carolina. He has Duke, Texas, UConn, and Penn State. Won't get that fourth one. He has Pitt, Wisconsin, BYU, and Florida. He also has Kansas, Purdue, Notre Dame, and Richmond. Yes, Peter Schneider has Richmond in the Sweet 16. All they got to do now is beat Morehead State, and they get in. By the way, what kind of name is Morehead State? All right, 26 points, tied for second place. Brian Mac something, you are tied for second place. That's a friend of Chris Cooper, by the way. Kyle Smith, and you guys are tied with, yes, of course, me. I am tied for second place in a strong, commanding position in the pool. Key game for me tomorrow is the UCLA-Florida game, as I went out on a limb and predicted UCLA to take out the Gators and to wind up making the Elite Eight. Rounding out our top 10, those people with 25 points. Drew Cathy, the chunk of love, or chunk of something. Jesse Long. Chris Ochs, beginning his decline in the pool after reaching the apex in first place earlier today. Ty Wilda, 25 points. Andrew Van Wy. Joe Shoop with 25 points. Also, our fax bracket loser, Robert Gonzalez, who couldn't get his picks in on time, has 25 points. Chris Hooks as well, our late recruit, has 25 points. So there are about 8 of you tied with 25 points. There's 12 people that have 24 points, 14 people that have 23 points. Decent showing for all of you. There are 18 people that have only 22 out of 32 points. This group includes people like Tom Skawski, who was all fired up about his good day today, which pulled him out from the bowels of the pool to the mid-range. PJ Potter also with 22 points. Also Kenny Coleman with 22 points, who is here at my house tonight and claiming it's all about where you finish, Dan. It's not about where you are now. It's all about where you finish. Kenny, with San Diego State and North Carolina in your Final Four, you will be finishing in the toilet, sir. With 21 points, there are 8 people. The peanut gallery is distracting me. 8 people with 21 points. I'll spare you my wrath. And I'll get on to those people that have only 20 points. A feeble showing in the first round. Only 20 out of 32. This group includes people like Bruce Goodman, the president, bereft over Vanderbilt's loss, is now spinning out of control. Things started dwindling for Bruce right when Vanderbilt went down. And now he has 4 of his Sweet 16 eliminated already. Vanderbilt, out. Xavier, out. St. John's, out. And Texas A&M. By the way, note that Bruce did not pick the correct teams in the battles of the Jesuits. Bruce Goodman, of course, is Jewish, has no skill in picking games involving Catholic schools. Also, Bruce has West Virginia and Arizona in the Sweet 16. So it's going to go from bad to worse for Bruce. Justin Donald, also with only 20 points. He usually does better in the pool. We'll give him some credit. But this year, Justin, you're out. Chris Cooper, a former champ, only 20 points. And ironically, Coop's girl, Holly, also has only 20 points. Weak. 19 points. Christina Sung has only 19 points. All right, she wasn't born here and can't name any colleges outside of California. Joe Gianosa only has 19 points. 6 of his Sweet 16 are gone, by the way. Horrid. The caboose in the pool with 18 points, Lauren Gibbs. I smacked on Lauren enough last night. We'll save her since she will probably pass at least Joe Gianosa in the next round. I want to give mad props out to Dylan Rust and John Tabor for entering our group and then failing to fill out a bracket. Thank you, gentlemen. It's great seeing your name at the bottom of the pool standings. Next time, fill out a bracket at least. You'll probably still be at the bottom, even after you fill out a bracket. Also, I need to know, who is this guy, Steve W., in our pool? His name on the bracket is Pimpin' Cougs. So, I'm wondering, is he from Washington State? They are Cougars. Is he from Houston? They are Cougars. Clearly, he is not from BYU, because no one at BYU is pimpin'. Oh, wait, except Brandon Davies. All right. Keep in mind, Nick didn't get that, but Andrew did. Brandon Davies, Nick, is the BYU Cougar that got kicked off the team for having sex. Yes.
Oh, man.
All right. Keep in mind, the leader after Sunday gets $200. If there is a tie, then only those people tied, we look at what they do in the third round to break that tie. All right? They get vaulted by somebody else. Doesn't matter. Obviously, it's for the second round leader. So if 2 people tie or more than 2 people tie, we will look at their results ongoing to break the tie. Key games coming up. UCLA versus Florida. K-State versus Wisconsin. West Virginia versus Kentucky, and Arizona versus Texas. Those are the biggest games over the weekend that will help determine the results of the first weekend leader. I might be back at you on Saturday night just to clarify what has to happen Sunday for certain people to win the $200. Hopefully I am in contention for that. I need Florida to beat UCLA tomorrow to be in contention for that. And then I'll certainly be back Sunday night with an update and more results. All right? Have a great weekend, everybody.